Okay, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Did you enjoy the video, by the way? You can see the video also on our YouTube channel if you are interested in. So anyway, thank you very much for joining our webinar today by Kyocera Numerical about tool management. In terms of tool management, we have this business more than 15 years, and we have installed more than 170 machines in Europe so far. And last year, we have provided the first webinar, but more about overall information on our vending machine. I think maybe some of you have participated. And this time, we'd like to focus more on the key features, benefits, and some functions of our software. So, first of all, let me introduce ourselves. I'm Eri Yoshida, here together with Adil Wafi.
Hello, welcome everybody.
So, this is live from Kyocera Numerical Noise in Germany. We are in charge of business development in Kyocera Cutting Tool division in Europe. So the presentation agenda includes a comprehensive information about the advantages of the vending machine software, covering key topics such as access control, flexible data management, automatic ordering, insightful reporting, and ERP integration. And we are looking forward to your question as always. You can always write them down in chat later in Q&A session. We will take your questions one by one and answer to you. And your question matters. So after this webinar, we will send out short questionnaires by email, which takes only a few minutes. And we would like your cooperation for that. And as of our appreciation, you will have the opportunity to join our lottery. So now, please enjoy finding out 5 features which our expert Ade will explain.
So, Eri, do you like that anybody is taking your stuff without notice?
No, of course not.
So sure, then I will talk about how you can control that. So this topic is access limitation. So the access control module or access module provides selective or complete restriction to an item, a set of items to an employee. By default on the vending machine, so the employees or users are given access to all the items. But with that option of access module, we can make some exceptions. Then with that option, access control lists to manage what employee can use or spend within a specified budget or a type of items. I have an example. If you want to decide that the operators which are assigned to the milling department, they don't have the right or they cannot dispense tools from the turning. So that's a possibility. The security permits us to store high-value items where only some employees can pick them. As an example, we have here in Germany a customer who is using the key pool cars from the company, and only some assigned employees or person can pick them, not everybody. The time restriction is also used, for instance, in the shifts, so we can set some items that they cannot be picked up in the night shift because there is no supervisor at that period, as an example.
Yeah. Okay. So customer can manage the access in multiple ways, like by employees role, item value, or the time schedule. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. On the software, so is that easy to set up?
Yeah, it's seemingly easy, and we have an example. So on the other slide here, so we have an example of access control for an employee, which we will allow to pick 3 items within a period of time. So you select your employee, what you want to make a restriction. After that, we can select the items and you can set your restrictions. So then you choose how many tools you allow on these selected days. Now you can take one tool or several tools. And for that example, I've set one tool within 3 days. After on that list, you have the possibility also to modify if you want to modify the quantity. As here we can see that we will change it to 5 tools within 3 days. And that's it. So easy. It's really easy to set up.
Okay. So now, as we have learned how to secure and control the products, now we'd like to show you how easy to manage your data. So what kind of possibilities do we have, Adele?
So the next feature is the flexible data management. So the software is user-friendly to set up items. So there are two ways, either import via an integration or with the SQL from Excel sheet, or you add the item one by one, which is not the best way. Yeah? So it will take a long, long time. So there's therefore no limit to create items in our software. There is some competitors who has only 3 digits, like 999 maximum items, and we can see them on some drawer vending machine where the capacity is also small. Another advantage point is that Kyocera does not oblige the customer to use only Kyocera items. We have seen some customers who had vending machines either from supplier or from them distributors. They were obliged to use only the proper product. With our solution, the customers feel really free to use all the tools from different brands, but even more, they can put other items, measurement tools, safety stuff, and so on.
That seems very flexible.
Exactly, exact. So now here are some details in the time you are creating an item. So when you create an item, it's mandatory to give a type of a tool. It could be expendable. For example, that tool will be out from the machine and the machine will not wait to return it. That could be insert or drills that you will use once and then you throw it. Or could be durable, perishable, a key that you can use for external cabinet, for example, and so on. We can manage images and drawing for each tool. We can also make notes, which can help the operator to set the tool on the CNC machine. Could be like cutting conditions and so on. The usage of the price and the discount is worth for the report as well for the purchase orders. So everything will be correct. And the usage of the barcode or QR code makes also the search of a tool or restocking a lot easier. So let's see for the first video, what are the variables when you want to create an item. So you start, you will put your internal item number, description. You have like 35 character to write. You select your type of item, either expendable, perishable, or what you want. Obligatory, you have to set up a supplier to that item. The supplier item will be the internal code for supplier. That is helpful. It's not mandatory, but it will help you to search, for example. And with MFG item, this is where you will have your barcode. So either you scan it on the machine or you will have it like numbers when you import the data. As we said, the price, we can set them like unit price and also the discount. So that will be also useful for your purchase order, and we can insert images for each item. I think images is important also for an operator when he see the right tool in front. We have said that we can also write notes. These notes could be, for example, cutting conditions for a tool, or you can make also note if that item is not more in stock, then you can have an alternative or so on. On the next video, we will see the classification and the family. So as you said, that we have the possibility to create families. So here we have a family metal and family wood. And in each section, you will have a subsection till the item, so the list will be small. So here you can enter in spare parts or inserts, and the list will be smaller. let's say.
Hmm? Okay. So there are so many possibilities to manage the item itself and its data, yeah?
Exact.
So, and I have a question that you have now operated. So one by one, register the item one by one, but is it possible to make it import at a batch? Yeah.
It's better to make it on the first time directly with an import. Yeah, one by one is it's a long way. Exact.
Okay, but we have both way, yeah.
Exact.
Okay. Yes. So as a conclusion, we have no limitation over item registration, even for the other brands. And in terms of prices and the discounts can be also registered, and having many possibilities for searching.
Exact.
Yeah. So now we will move on to the next topic. When we ask our customers how they utilize the vending machine, the most frequent answer is automatic ordering. So it will order the things you need when you need them. So let's talk about the functions of automatic ordering. Let's see.
So that solution can automatically generate purchase orders and send them directly to your suppliers at predetermined reorder points, but we also have the possibility to handle orders manually. If you want to reduce administrative costs and time spending on order creation and eliminate the stock out situation, then I recommend you to go for the automatic purchase order function. And you can still order manually if you are in an exceptional situation while the business is running so good. So then you can order that manually. Okay, so here you can see the flows of ordering type. On the manual order flow, as you look, there is several steps. And on the automatic, it's running, let's say, behind. The function is generate orders according to the minimum quantities that you already have set for each item. So when you reach your minimum, the software will generate directly an ordering till the maximum you have already set up. For this type of purchase order, we can have them in PDF, Excel, and Word, and other extension. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so for the automatic ordering, we need totally nothing to do. And for the manual option, there are more steps, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. But nevertheless, I think it's also an advantage to have that is a manual option for
For sure.
the exceptional case as you explained.
Exact.
Yeah.
It's good to have the both.
Yeah.
So on that layout, we see where you will fill all the information needed for your supplier. So you can see either you select the orders related to that supplier should be automatic or not, just check mark. You can decide the order days and time, either one day in a week or 2 days, 3 days in a week, or all the days. You have to decide. Also the time. You can decide also whether the purchase order is emailed to the user only or simultaneously also to the supplier. And for sure, you can choose the currency and the languages type if you have an international supplier, for example. After that, I want to show you a generated purchase order, so a real one that we receive from our customer. And you see, sorry, no, it's here. The PO is sent to the user and supplier at the same time. So we have all the important information. Should that sheet could be used as an official also purchase order for the customer, because we can customize the logo on the header. You will have also the correct discount for each ordered item, and for the purchase number here 4147 is important because you will use that number after you receive the goods from the supplier that he sent you, and you will be in front of the machine and stock your items with this purchase number. So you put the number and it will show you where you have to stock your ordered items. As you see, all the information are here, and we can use that sheet as an official purchase order. I think that's it for the purchase ordering.
So now we have a next topic, which is reporting. In other words, analysis. So to analyze all your transactions or your costs, our software provides various reports in a simple way. So now let's dive into the world of reporting.
Well, as Eri said, our software provides various reports in a simple way. You have just to click on any charts and the system drills down, showing you exactly what need attention, like items that are stocked out and require immediate reorder, or which employee picked which item, or consummation for each cost center you have, and so on. Of course, there are more than 200 standard reports, and reporting can run manually or scheduled. So everything you need to manage indirect and expenses, cut costs, or to boost your productivity is easy manageable. Of course, there is different type of data, so Excel, PDF, text, and so on. And we have also the possibility to customize your report. Therefore, we can say that we are able to meet the customer demand.
Mm-hmm. So the reporting gives insight view to see the consumption trend for the general analysis and the basis to judge the change in the minimum stock levels and reordering process, for example.
Exact, right. And therefore, we have selected two type of reports. Let me please show you the first report. That's a standard report. Name is yesterday transaction. So you will see all the transaction the day before. So on that report, we can see all the important information regarding that transactions. So we start with the gray line where the item information are showed. So description, the internal item number, and then you can see the date and the time what was where it was picked, that item, and also the employee who did take that item, and for each which department, and also for which machine this tool will be used. You can have also other variable, for example, the reason. So why are you changing that item? For example, maybe it's broken or need to be regrinded or something like that. And you can also have another variable which is interesting to show how many parts did you do with the old tool. So this is all for your statistic and so on. So very important information. And with that type also of reports, you can see your daily cost consumption. So with the total of transaction value, for example. Advantage of this type of reports: by analyzing the transaction report, we can optimize the costs and the productivity. Now we will see a customized one. So we have seen a standard report before, and now we are seeing that one. So one of our customers wanted to have a daily report with the stock level, and which he can distinguish the levels within 3 colors. So the white color, as we see on the first line, we have the quantity over the minimum, then it is a safe stock. So you can see here quantity is 10 pieces on the machine, and his minimum which was set, it was 9. And so this is not critical situation. For the yellow line is a critical situation because it's on the minimum level or below it. If you see here, you have 3 in the quantity and the minimum was 3. So that means that he has to anticipate to order now or order immediately. The worst case is the red one, where you have no stock. So it's a dangerous, let's say, situation. So you need an emergency for your production. You have to order directly. So maybe also now here you have saw that on that screenshot there is different language, because this report is shown in French and before it was in English. We have also the possibility to have several languages. For the moment, we have some languages available.
But which language do we have?
I think we have English, German, Spanish, French, Italian, Polish, Japanese, and Hungarian. I think so. Yeah, it's quite, and Polish also. Yeah. These customized reports are quite not expensive. So as you see here in that table, our price is competitive for the comparing to the competitors, and we can customize these reports within 2 or 3 days. So we can also quickly give you that report.
Which is very quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now we will move on to the last topic, the integration possibility to your ERP system. I'm sure that maybe many of you are curious about which possibilities we have in order to connect the machine to your ERP system and its cost. So let's see.
On that feature, we will look at the interface with many popular ERP system. On that example, you see SAP, GDE, Sage, Oracle, etc. It could be also your own ERP, even if it's not known. Important is that an access to internet is needed. So we have already done several integration, and our integration costs are very competitive when you see the mark of integration. What we can offer is to design a file or files with the data required with the customer. This file could be a text or a CSV file, which is sent from AutoCrypt software to the customer FTP software, saved on a shared network folder or sent per email. The frequency could be a setup transfer several times a day or once a day, weekly or monthly. Important is whether that software can send all the data which the customer requires, and whether customer ERP is able to read it. We cannot guarantee that.
But what should customer inform us?
Okay, so the customer has to inform which data they require. It could be, for example, item numbers, quantity, price, etc. How often they require this data? Once a day, or a lot of time in a day, or once in a week, something like that, and which format they need it. So text or CSV. Only then we can check whether this is something that the software can provide or not.
Okay.
Then here you can see the integration level, and on the corresponding cost, we see that there is 3 levels. So the level 1, it's a single way, so from the ERP to the software, to our software. The data transferred from ERP to our software could be, as an example, if you imagine you are working on your SAP and you create a new item in your database, that data will be directly exported to the software, and that software will read it and create it as a new item directly, so on the vending machine software. The level 2 is the other way. It means that the data will be sent from our software to the customer's ERP, and that could be, for example, a stock situation for each item. It means that the customer, the user, will directly from his SAP search the stock of any item, and will have this data. The third contain the 2 ways that the data are exported and imported from the both sides. It means more complex. If you see on the table, you see that our prices are quite really competitive. If you have any idea what an integration has a cost, we can guarantee that our costs are really competitive.
Okay. Thank you, Adele.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So today we have seen many useful features of our software, but also its cost competitiveness, as Adele explained. So in terms of cost, we summarize that our machines are more quality oriented, but also we have quite a price advantages on all IT services related to the software, like report customization or ERP integration. So as total, we would say our service is also price competitive. So in terms of price, in addition, we are happy to inform you of a campaign which is valid from today until the end of February next year. And so if you order a machine or lease it, the installation and training fee are free of charge, which is quite a big advantage for you.
Perfect.
Yeah. So please take this advantage now. Okay. So this is all about today's webinar, and I hope that you have got some useful information. And before ending the webinar, we'd like to see your questions in chat if you have written down. So for details of products and services, as well as a questionnaire, you will find a link on the email, which will be sent after the webinar. And if you have any questions, including technical issues, please contact our sales representative or directly to our management team, whose email is shown on the slide. And of course, we will inform you on the email. So thank you for, again, your participation, and we wish you a nice weekend. Goodbye.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.